All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Have Mike here, our newest owner in our Sarasota, Florida market. And as we continue to evolve as a franchise, as we continue to support our franchise owners, we like to get as much feedback as we can about, hey, how is the process going? How is the onboarding, right? How did the launch service department help? What do you think about the overall training that you've experienced? And what are you looking most forward to? So I wanted to we talk about this all the time until we're blue in the face, but sometimes it's great to hear it from our owners and understand the reality of the situation and where we're at and where we can move, good, bad, or ugly. So we want to make sure that we get in front of Mike. We have an opportunity, and we're going to share his comments and his feedback with you. So the first thing I'd like to discuss is, Mike, why don't you just tell us a little bit about your background? Can you tell us where you come from and what led you to choose this franchise?
Sure. Thanks, Kyle. So my background is in technology.
Okay.
So I actually went to a trade high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I got into programming at a very early age.
Fantastic.
So as a teenager, I got into the corporate world because we worked 1 week out of school and
Mm-hmm.
1 week in school. So at 15 years old, I was already working in a corporate facility. And so I started doing hardware, software repair for computers mainly. And then as technology grew, cell phones came out.
Yeah.
And so I've always kind of stayed very techy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I continued on. I ended up being a vice president of a software development company. And that led me on to furthering to grow and to be an entrepreneur. And so I was trying to look at where are my passions? What would fit where I want to go, where I want to be.
Fantastic.
And that's when I came across Techy.
Very good. That's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about the ongoing training. You're here with us. You're at our headquarters, right? It's starting to get real. We're diving into the nuts and bolts and the structure that we've created. You're a couple days into our training process. How would you communicate how that experience has been thus far?
It's been going good.
Yeah.
Probably great. So coming from technology, coming from the background that I've had, I'm blown away with everything that I'm already learning. And it's only been a few days. And so I have, another week to go, thankfully.
Yes.
And then knowing you guys will be coming to the store too for an additional week is more put me in at ease.
Right. And I think that's really important when you talk about the hands-on, right? We do a lot of, we'll call it curriculum learning here, right? Kind of behind the scenes learning.
Right.
But then we also take it another step and another level when we come on site to your location, spend a week with you in store, engaging with customers, going through actually hands-on for an entire week, marketing, all the different strategies to ensure your success and you're moving the business forward.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the community and the networking, right? That's one of the big reasons why you join a franchise, right? There's a whole lot of network and a whole lot of community. Can you speak to a little bit of the sense of the community that you've had amongst with some of the other franchise owners?
Sure. So this is probably what put me over the finish line to make the decision. So talking to sales and you guys is one thing, but able to talk to the franchisees prior to actually making the purchase made me feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And talking to them, they were very open, they were very honest, but the key factor, they were excited.
Yep.
They were happy. They all liked what they were doing. They loved what they were doing, and they're excited for the future. And so after speaking to multiple different franchisees all over the nation, it put me very comfortable and I was ready to go.
Yeah, you can feel that passion, right? You can feel that excitement, and everybody's all in, whether it's helping people with their technology or just customer service in general, being a pillar in their local community, helping out, whether it's schools or businesses or the local consumer. It's an exciting time, and we're very happy with the culture that we've been able to create. And again, that's what it's about. You have all these other resources and partners there at your fingertips that have walked the walk, talked the talk. Who better knows a day in the life than a franchisee that's been doing this 10 years, right? And you get to connect with them and share their knowledge and their experiences and help you kind of excel that learning curve faster.
Yeah, and another key factor that kind of looped me in even more was that they felt great about corporate, about the part. It felt like a true partnership. Right. You guys didn't want to get too, you guys weren't too involved, but you were involved enough where they feel supported in a positive way. So they had nothing but positive to say about you guys and your support team and the techie calls every day on Clubhouse. It's the support system is wonderful.
Fantastic. Love to hear it. What kind of advice would you give to a potential franchisee that was considering joining this brand?
Do it. Just do it.
Simple, clean.
Simple. Because especially if you have this type of passion and you don't even have to be too tech savvy.
Right.
You'll learn with everything that you're doing here. You can get the hands-on training. But not just that, but you guys are definitely the industry leader in what you guys are doing. We've gone over the competitors and different type of marketing and stuff like that. And you guys, there's not a competitor out there that does everything that you guys are doing. Yeah. So that was another key factor.
Absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head, right? Sometimes you gotta dive in, both feet in, and whether you have a passion for technology or you have a repair background. A lot of people ask us that question, and the simple matter is we have a really robust training program for the repair side of the business, right? It's a very systematic process. The bolts don't move, right? It's very procedural, and it's a lot of repetition, right? Will get you through the repair cycle. What's the most important is the sales, the structure, the organizations, the strategic partners, and all the different things that we bring to you to help you succeed. The repairs can be taught, right? Fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about your future outlook. Like, what are some of your future plans, goals? What are you most excited about, right? We're going to launch your business, I think, the first week of February here. What do you got in store? What's got you excited? What do you think is going to happen?
Unlimited potential, I think, is what I'm learning, what I'm seeing, talking to the franchisees, and what they've done and the successes that they've had. My future growth has always been wanting to get into a franchise model, learn what I can learn. I've had executive roles. I've helped run businesses, but I've never owned one. So I'm excited that this is my first stepping stone to get in. And my future goal is to own more techies. I want to learn it, be successful, and then open up more.
Fantastic. And we love to hear that, right? We definitely are encouraged by that. And guys, hey, thank you for taking the time to come. And Mike, thank you for coming and sharing your experiences. We know this is just the beginning, right? We're just getting started, but there's been a systematic process since the day he signed the franchise agreement to the day he showed up to training, and the support that'll continue to get well above and beyond. So thank you again for your feedback. Thank you for taking the time. We're truly excited, and we can't wait to see what you can do in our Sarasota market.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Dude, I think we nailed that.